Hey guys, PixPlays here for a little bit of a speculation video on the upcoming potential Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Stars, or that's its code name. And I'll be talking about a little bit of a random kind of theory I had, which kind of brings in a new feature into the new installment of the 7th generation of Pokemon, while also being pretty similar to what has already been introduced in that same generation. So if you guys enjoy this, please leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's dive right into it. So obviously a huge new feature in the new Pokemon games, Pokemon Sun and Moon, were the Alolan Forms, which is taking old Pokemon, obviously, from Generation 1 as a kind of paying homage to them because of the 20 years. And they did, their typings changed, and the whole thing about Alolan Forms was that they kind of adapted to their environment, which can either be like from natural causes or for like Alolan Rattatas and Raticates. They adapted with like the help of humans, or more like, to be more specific, the environment that humans put them in. And so I was thinking, like, what if, as the game journalist speculated, I think Dale, I forgot her first name, I think it was Jane Dale, I'm not certain though, she leaked, quote unquote, the information that 20 new Pokemon will be added. So I think in that 20 new Pokemon there will probably be some new like Pokemon added to the Pokedex, but also some new Alolan forms, but not the same type of Alolan form that we've gotten so far. So this is kind of going off of Gen 6, with Auras and X and Y, having both the idea of Mega Evolution as well as Primal Reversion, and them being very similar, but being like created from different causes. According to the Bulbapedia page on Primal Reversion, they state that it, being Primal Reversion, is similar to Mega Evolution, but instead of using the energy of people and Pokemon, the user instead absorbs the energy of nature to greatly increase its power. Which, and pay attention to that last part, which says the user instead absorbs the energy of nature rather than the energy or the bond between people and Pokemon. And that's kind of similar to Alolan Forms, how the Pokemon change because of like nature rather than it being because of like humans influencing to make that change. So I thought that was a really interesting part that defined the difference between Mega Evolution and Primal Reversion, which are two very similar features actually, just coming from two different games in the same franchise of like, not franchise, obviously the same franchise, in the same generation. So I think that Pokemon Stars, obviously its codename, I'm pretty sure about that. It could even be a codename for Diamond and Pearl remakes, we're not sure about that yet. But Pokemon Stars will, in my opinion, feature a different form of Alolan Forms, not called the same thing, not exactly the same thing, that instead of being influenced by nature, is basically artificially influenced under human hands. And I think that the Aether Foundation will have a role in this, and basically create their own versions of pre-existing Pokemon. So another kind of evidence for that is the huge focus on artificially created Pokemon in Sun and Moon, or artificially influenced Pokemon, I should say, or scientifically influenced Pokemon, whatever you want to call it. So first off, obviously there is Type Null and Savali. So Type Null was created by the Aether Foundation for their UB project, or Ultra Beast project, and it was created as a weapon for the Ultra Beasts, and it was entirely man-made. It wasn't based off of something else. Well, I guess it kind of was. It was taking different parts of Pokemon that pre-existed, but it wasn't one Pokemon that they were explicitly changing. Then, of course, there was Magearna, which was created over 500 years ago by human hands, although we don't know too much about it. But it's oddly specific that that movie, or that legendary, which got its own movie, put so much focus on the idea that it was created by humans. So I think that the future installment will have some form of Alolan Forms, not titled that, but basically being like a different form of pre-existing Pokemon that kind of like is more suited for them, or the organization, the Aether Foundation, is more suited, or thinks they're more suited for them. I'm not really sure. Something along those lines. But that's basically my thoughts on the topic. I'm not sure this is actually going to happen. It's just a random theory that I thought I'd put out there. What do you guys think about the theory? Let me know in the comment section down below. And leave a like if you enjoyed. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. And subscribe if you're new. That'd be awesome. We're about to hit 30,000 subscribers on the second channel, PixPlays, and that would be amazing. So yeah, see you guys all next time. Bye!